Welcome back to NCC Sports. I'm Nate Polite. It's a big day for Orange fans everywhere. We're bringing in NCC's Elliot Patotsky, who has the latest on a familiar name here in Syracuse. Elliot?
Good morning, Nate. A familiar name? Sure. A legendary name? Absolutely. Syracuse is hiring its new head coach of the men's basketball team, Gerry McNamara. And there are plenty of reasons why fans should be excited about this hire. First of all, he just led a 16-seed Siena team to its first NCAA tournament in over a decade. He was also an assistant for 15 years under both Jim Boeheim and Adrian Autry. Not to mention, he was one of the best players to ever lace him up for Syracuse. Most three-pointers made in program history, Big East championship his senior year, and he helped lead the Orange to a national championship in 2003. Now, McNamara is hoping to make Syracuse basketball the powerhouse it once was.
I want to get it right all the way in year one, but you have to get it right at least some of the way to where you get this thing going back and driving in a direction that makes sense in terms of escalation. That's important. You know, the trajectory of things need to be going in the right way, and you do that by going out, I talked about retention upstairs, retention, and then recruiting in the portal when that opens up, piecing together the right fit in terms of roster. But in terms of immediately being relevant, yeah, I want to be immediately relevant.
His last name might be hanging in the rafters of the JMA Dome, but McNamara has his sights set on one name: champions. Nate?
Elliot, how do you think Gerry McNamara will impact the players that Syracuse looks to recruit this offseason?
Yeah, you know, the name that keeps getting floated around is Gavin Doty, and for good reason. He was with Gerry McNamara at Siena. The two have a great relationship. Doty even said that Gerry McNamara is a coach he wants to play with his entire collegiate career. So it wouldn't surprise me if we hear Gavin Doty is transferring from Siena to Syracuse.
And with this hire, what does the future look like for the stars of the team like Donnie Freeman?
This is an interesting one because Donnie Freeman, if you remember, Gerry McNamara was at the recruiting when Donnie Freeman was coming to Syracuse. You know, he didn't make a lot of the big decisions on it, but he was here. Now, for Freeman, he's got a couple of options. He can declare for the NBA draft if he thinks his stock is high enough. He could transfer if he thinks maybe a new system would help his production, elevate his draft stock, or he could return to Syracuse because he likes the Gerry McNamara hire and play out his junior year.
Thanks so much, Elliot.